Boof, boof, boof. I hold him for 2. You got no chance, buddy. Thank you. Ooh, look at that. Right as the hype train goes off, we squeak our way back in. Mono green versus mono green. My forest, it turns out, was bigger and leafier. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, J Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. 2 decks for 1 tonight. Enchanted Forests. Now, what happened here is I had an originally deck for the Midweek Magic on the Edge, and I made Cutting Edge Forest here. Okay? So we have this one. This one's going to be down in the description. This one is specifically for the Cutting Edge Midweek event. It's very good, but as we were playing it, we actually won some games in Standard with it. And we won all the games in the event. But I said, it could be better. So Stignox and a couple of the other guys in chat, some of our regulars, we said, let's make it even better. Let's get it to standard quality, and we certainly did. So there's actually 2 green decks here, Enchanted Forest and Cutting Edge. One you can use in Midweek Magic, one you can use in all the time. So let's take a look at the standard build first, and then at the end I think we'll plug the Midweek Magic one, and we'll show you how that one goes. We'll show you gameplay from both of them. If you want to jump around, I'll leave some timestamps where you can take a look. So, before we get to the shakedown breakdown, though, I need you to do something for me. Tenderly press that like button. Gently press that subscribe button. Or else, well, guys, the like and subscribe will come and brutally maul you. Just brutally attack you. It's going to be terrible if you do not like and subscribe to the channel right now. He's got a light cycle and robot arm, so watch out. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainej for all live streaming goodness. You too can help me build a deck in real time. Check out our Discord community for all the latest news and information. We'd love to have you there. Check that out. And this deck and all the other decks that I build are going to be available down below in the description if you want the links. There's going to be all the builds. They're going to be on AetherHub as well. So there you go. Check all that information out. So what are we talking about with Enchanted Forest? Mono green Enchanted Forest. We're going to start with Fang of Shigeki. Very good enchantment creature, Snake Ninja, 1/1 Death Touch, 1 green drop. Really fantastic stuff here. Generous Visitor. Whenever you cast an enchantment, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. We're all familiar with this one, aren't we? We all know this one. Now, Selesnya Ruins, Selesnya Enchantments, Naya Ruins, they all run this card. So you should be familiar with it. It's very useful. It has a lot of utility. But we're going the mono green smashy route with this one. Inscription of Abundance. We have 3 of these. I think maybe we might want 4 for more removal. So we'll see about that. 1 green and 1. We can get any one of these things. 2 1/1 counters. Target player gains X life, where X is the greatest power, or it fights creature does it controls. The fighting ability is great with Fang of Shigeki because it's a direct removal for Death Touch if they fight each other. Then you can hit all of them with the 5 mana banger and get the full prize. Kami of Transience, probably one of the best new green cards coming out of Kamigawa right now. 2/2 Trampler for 2 mana, 1 green and 1. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, Kami of Transience gets a 1/1 counter at the beginning of your end step if you lost an enchantment this turn. If it was put in a graveyard from the battlefield, you may return Kami of Transience from the graveyard to your hand. Fantastic stuff. It punishes people for playing things. It's really useful. Now, if we're talking enchantments, let's talk about Ranger classes and 1/1 counters. We're going to get that Sweet Wolf and Leather Armor, originally just for dropping it down, and we'll get those enchantment triggers. And then whenever Ranger, and then of course whenever you attack, if we get to level 2, we get a +1/1 counter on target attacking creature. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast creature cards from the top of your library if we get the Scout ability, if we want on the Ranger class, right there. So, additionally, I kind of like Roaring Earth. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on target creature or vehicle you control. Very useful. Look at that crazy green forest bear. We can also channel it to turn a land into a green spirit token with haste with counters on it if we need to do that. Now this pairs really nicely with Kodama of the Tree of the West Tree, which means that any modified creatures, meaning creatures with 1/1 counters on them, whenever they attack, if they trample, if they do damage, more 1/1 counters hit the board, more 1/1 counters hit the creatures, and then of course more lands hit the board, and then more 1/1 counters come out when we hit Roaring Earth again. So it kind of all feeds into each other. Shigeki, Jukai, Visionary. So this is an interesting ramper. 1/3 Snake Druid. Then you can of course return it to its owner's hand, reveal the top 4 cards of your library, put a land card from among them on the battlefield tapped, put the rest in your graveyard, and then you can discard and return X non-legendary land cards from your graveyard to your hand. Really, really interesting to kind of scry, grab, reanimate with Shigeki, Jukai, Visionary. Weaver Harmony is going to be a key component of this deck. It is a Snake Druid. Why does he have so many arms if he's a snake? I don't know. 1 green and 1 enchantment creature, Snake Druid. Other enchantments you control get +1/+1. You can tap it and pay 1 green. You copy target activated or triggered ability from an enchantment source. You may choose new targets for the copy. So this is going to be a really cool. This is where the cheese comes in. I'm going to show you the combos that we want here. So the enchantments that we're going to want to double, I'm going to jump right ahead here. We have Glorious Sunrise. Imagine getting 2 triggers of Glorious Sunrise, meaning that we get double the amount of green, or we get double the amount of 1/1 counters and trample, double the amount of card draw, or double the amount of life, or even worse, super Unnatural Growth. Yes, this is kind of the whole trick of the deck. Weaver of Harmony, double triggering Unnatural Growth. It will trigger power, it will double the power and toughness, and then it will double the power and toughness again. That is power and toughness cubed, by the way. That is double, so if it's 4, it goes to 8. If it's 8, it goes to 16. Lord help you if you have another Unnatural Growth, and the 16 goes to 32. And you have Glorious Sunrise, and then it's 33, and they're all tramples. That is the end game immediately on turn 5 or turn 6 right there. So Weaver Harmony is going to be a big component. It does get enchantment creatures +1/+1. Really useful there. Jugan Defends the Temple is another great one. 1/1 green human token creature that generates a green mana early, then 2 1/1 counters spread out between 2 different creatures. So one creature gets 1/1, another creature gets 1/1. Then it gets exiled and transformed into the Dragon Spirit, which is Revenant of the Rising Star. As long as you control 5 or more modified creatures, it gets 5/5 and trample. It's very easy to get 5 or more creatures with 1/1 counters on them. That's modifications. And then, of course, whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you may pay X. When you do, you put X 1/1 counters on that creature. As long as you control 5 or more modified creatures. Oh, I already said that. So that is Jugan Defends the Temple. Kodama of the West Tree. Look at that shrine. Legendary Creature Shrine. 3/3 reach, 1 green, and 2 modified creatures you control have trample, so anything that comes into play that attacks that has a 1/1 counter on it, that attacks is going to have trample. And then when anybody that is modified does damage, you search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Of course, that will trigger Roaring Earth as well. Urverwalden Oddity is kind of the surprise boy right there. 4/4 trample and haste for 2 green and 2. You can transform Urverwalden Oddity and give him superpowers. Other creatures you control get 1/1. He's now at 8/8 trample haster. Really, really, really aggressive card there. And then, of course, we already talked about Glorious Sunrise on Unnatural Growth. We have 2 Boseiju who endures 17 forests and 2 Lair of the Hydra. So this is not that dissimilar from what we have in the other deck. If we look at on the edge here, the cards that are illegal in this deck are Ranger, Inscription, and Lair. Basically, if we take a look at our other deck, we're going to show you, we can show you what we did with the other one. So build wise, it's 37, 23 mana, 2.5 average, 22 creatures, 21 enchantments. So there's a few modifications here. Here's Horizontal Gang on this one. There you go. We have our lovely green backs on there. Yeah, Crawling Barrens in there and Lair of the Hydra. Those are actually Zendikar. That will definitely help with the board wipe beta right now. That is something you can't include in the midweek magic. So here's how it looks in this one. I'm going to jump over real quick to the other one, Cutting Edge, just because to give you an overview of how that one works and how it's different. So we're kind of getting a bonus little shaky breaky here. And then we'll show you how this performed in the game. And how this one is. So basically what we got rid of, we have Tamiyo Safekeeping for a little bit of protection, but Fang of Shigeki, all that stuff is there. Most of it's there. The main thing that is different is that Duel for Dominance is really the only green removal that we're going to have there. And Bamboo Grove Archer, that's kind of what we replaced. And the mana base is very different. Other than that, the core concept of Fang of Shigeki, Generous Visitor, Weaver of Harmony, Kami of Transience, Shigeki, Jukai Visionary, Jugan, and Kodama, Glorious Sunrise, and Unnatural Growth, all that core components for the Midweek Magic are still there. So this is going to be the Midweek Magic version. This is 100% legal for On the Edge. It's very similar, 19 enchantments, 23, 2.2 average, it's a little cheaper. It doesn't have that back end with the nice mana base, but it is possible to run it in the Wednesday Midweek Magic queue there. So that being said, I'm going to show you that first, and then we're going to jump to Standard. We're going to show how this runs. We'll jump to Standard after we do this. If you want to just go right to Standard, I'm going to jump. We're going to run this one in this, and then one in Standard, and then we'll go ahead and jump to running the fully standard modified version of Cutting Edge, the Enchanted Forest deck, and we'll see how that runs in the later games. So I think that's probably, I'll put a timestamp up for you. I'll put a timestamp in the description. I'll try to put a chapter mark, even though I'm not very good at that. Let's just get into it. Let's see how it flies right now, and let's get these cosmetics, right? Alright guys, so it's the last game of the Cutting Edge challenge here. See if we can finish it out, and let's see if this crazy concoction can work. Now we can punch it up afterwards with a few extra cards, but in case you wanted to see how it performs just in the event, we're gonna do that. Okay, so I go first. My question is always, do I hold on to the Fang of Shigeki? And wait to hit the Kami so I can double Kami it. I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to play slow since I'm on the play here. I'm going to slow walk it. He might blast it. Let's see. Yeah, he's going to blast it. Blood-Tide Harvester. Okay, so we're going to do Kami of Transience. Okay. Generous Visitor, then Shigeki. You'd Kodama first? Why would you Kodama first, Stig? I can get a double trigger off that, though. OP is apparently going to do nothing. So, that's pretty easy to Apparently, OP is going with the, Op is going with the, desync strategy here. It's a bold move, Con. Let's see if it plays out for him. Well, he's got no timeouts left, so... no timeouts left on the clock. Ripley, Fu Manchu, how you doing? And yeah, he timed out, unfortunately. Well, we didn't get too good of a show right there, guys. So let's take this crazy kid into ranked. I want to leave it as it is just to see how it goes. Clever sounds, hello. Let's see what I get for my prize here. Uncharted Haven as a nice foil land there. Wonderful. You know, I thought about Roaring Earth. I didn't do Roaring Earth though. I think I only have 2 of them in there. All right, let's see if it actually works in ranked. Oops, it was right there, wasn't it? Standard ranked. Pretty good. Aside from mana issues, pretty good. Roaring Earth does work well with Kodama. Yeah, I really should probably add it in. So we'll see. I wanted to give people the option of running the main version first. Ooh. This is a great hand, but it's a little bit expensive on the back end. That's it. That's an even better hand. Keep. Let's throw away Unnatural Growth. So Unnatural Growth, by the way, Unnatural Growth with Weaver Harmony is an absolute brutal combo because it doubles the double. So you trigger twice, which is ridiculous. Especially if you're running Kodama. Unnatural Growth and Glorious Sunrise, yes. Especially if you're running Kodama, you will everybody gets trample and is gigantic, so you know. Let's do Generous Visitor. Shigeki. Let's do that. See what he's got here. Reckless Stormseeker, very nice. I'm gonna swing in with everybody. Let's just block that with that. Alright. Let's do Jugan defends the temple. Let's do that. Oh, I may have inspired you. Well, good. I'm glad I could be a source of inspiration, my dude. Let's swing in with that bad boy right there. Cabango. Okay. Alright, he's got some hasty boys here. Hasty boys. Got a little hasty boys. I'm gonna run in with my dude. It is in fact Wednesday. So, reconfigure onto him. Slammo. Slammo. Okay. 4 and 3 and 3 and 4. 4 and 3 and 3 and 4. I'll take the 4. Puff, puff. Alright. Oh, Glorious Sunrise. So, 1/1 counters on 2 creatures. Let's put it on him. Let's put it on him. Let's glory it. let's everybody gets trample, everybody gets the power. That's gonna be a ripper there, right there, man. That's gonna be a rip. That's gonna be the Rip Van Winkle right there, boys. That's gonna be the Riptide. It's gonna be Wednesday in 4 minutes. Yes. Okay, so worked pretty good there. Pretty smooth draw on rank. Whoa. My phone decided it wanted to play a video. That's really great. Thank you, phone. Thank you, phone, for playing a video for me. I appreciate that. You missed my birthday, Dr. Don. Can you even believe you did something so cruel and terrible to me? SMH, bro. SMH. All right, let's keep it going, guys. Let's see if we can rip it. Yes, I'm on Eastern Time. We're also on 5,600 subs, by the way, my dudes. We are J Forsaken V. Ooh, an edgy name, and a guy named Jay. I go first. I don't have any good early plays, but I do have Kami. So hopefully by the end of April, we'll have 6,000. And maybe by the 1 year anniversary, we'll have 7,000. I don't know. Soul transfer, very nice on the soul transfer there. Good exile hit right there. All right. So let's do. Jukai. Rogue Maverick, how you doing? My turn. I have a feeling the blood on the snow is coming here. I'm gonna save Tamiyo's Safekeeping. Miracle Origins, how you doing, Miracle Origins? How are you doing, my dude? What is up? We ain't seen you in around a little while, my guy, have we? Yeah, we've known you for a little bit, but we ain't seen you in a little bit, bro. Blood on the snow. There it is. I knew it was happening. Let's keep that Kodama right where we got him. Shabango. And then, of course, the Kerbango. Still hitting a lot of mana. I mean, even with 22 mana, we're still hitting a lot. Exiled. 33% still hitting a lot of mana. And this guy's just running removal, sacrifice, tribal. Really, really boring mono black control. Kami of Transience. Lolf, Spider Queen. Creating spiders for your pleasure. No blocks. Generous Visitor, nothing else. No attacks. Hey, no problem, Miracle Origin. You watching the videos? That's the main thing, my dude. He's gonna mascot. Yeah. This is the old, I'll just board wipe and mascot until I'm fucking set. Really, really boring deck. Just absolute snooze fest of a deck here. Jugan defends the temple. Very nice. Alright, we do that. Yeah, absolute freaking snooze fest of a deck, man. A Sunrise or a Vicious or a Savage Unnatural Growth would be good. Sunrise would be pretty good too. He's probably got another wipe in there, so wipe my ass with it. Okay, so let's kill that guy and take the rest. I don't really care. It's a boring deck, man. Hey, there you go. Yeah, it's your board wipe special, dude. It's your board wipe special right there. That's all it is, just mono black control. I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently, though, but I get burned out as 98% of the ways where FTK you. What does it mean to be FTK'd? I know nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Aside from Blue Eyes Sacred Dragon. That's all I know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, boys. So I'm probably going to combine the two because I do want to give you the option of playing the midweek Magic. This is going to be the standard version coming out. This is going to be the standard version of what we just did. Kind of the Enchantment midweek Magic. Opponent goes first. We don't have that many early plays. We do have a Weaver Harmony and a Kodama. I'm going to go with it. We'll see what happens. He's got burn-ups. Okay, let's do that. Generous Visitor. He's got them burn-ups, bro. Let's see. Let's see what we got here, my guys. We can hit Kodama next. Good draw, yeah. Because we definitely want to ramp. Shit, if we get freaking... He's out of there, yeah. I don't know what he had in his hand. He played 2 red mana and was just like, no thanks, man. I don't want any. I don't know what was going on there. We'll never know. Was that a Boros? Was it an Is It? I don't know. There's no way of telling. Hey, Zyme. Bloodseeker. There you go. All right, let's keep it going. Because I'll get the whatchamacallit. I'll get the life gain. So I'll get 10 back because I'll get +2. Yeah, that's a fucking hard force loss there. Ruin Snow. I mean, my homie, my man there, fucking half the cards he drew were fucking traveling ministers, dude. Like, I'm not sure how to deal with that. It's not a removal heavy deck, but I mean, I really don't want to fucking run Blood in the Snow because it's just at this point it's so fucking played out. Kami. Portable Hull. Very nice. Weaver Harmony. Check for traps. Weaver Harmony. Swing. Esper. Esper Control, maybe? Fang of Shigeki. Esper Ninjas? I don't know. Board wipe incoming? I don't know. That's going to be 18 points of damage. It remains unclear what he can do about that. He can put Emperor in. Esper Super Friends? Okay. Soul Shatter. Boseiju who endures, so let's crack that open. Alright. Meat Hook Massacre for 2. Very nice. Sunrise. Gain 3 life. What's the win state of this deck? Control? It's another one. Well, if I get an Uberwald, I win. Weaver Harmony. Torch of Otherworldly Light, very nice. Okay. Come on, Crawling Barrens. Alright. Doomscar, as you do. This dude's just playing cards to play cards at this point, bro. Motherfuckers played 23 cards in the time I played 16. And there's another mana, naturally. Crawling Barrens doesn't have trample. I'm sure he's got a removal here somewhere. Kaito. Hydro. Oh, and apparently he just lost. Because he's just like, alright, I've played enough cards going around in a circle enough. Thank you so much for your time. I really enjoy playing cards down on the board. Really do appreciate your time, and I'll see you later. The shuffler give, the shuffler taketh away, I guess. Couldn't find an Emperor in a verse, yeah. That was pretty funny. I basically did nothing. And he just was like... He was like freaking like flipping shit over like a hibachi cook. And I'm just sitting there like... Meh. This is, Mulligan, that's an awful hand. Oh, that's pretty good. Jugan. Adios, Jugan. It sure does. Alright, let's put down Fang of Shigeki. Virus Beetle. I have to discard a card. I'm going to discard Roaring Earth. Generous Visitor. Nobody expects things to be colorless. The Active Hive LLC. He's a limited liability corporation. Meat Hook. Very nice. Long Reach it right. Choose an action, discard a card. It's going to be Inscription of Abundance. Sacrifice creature is going to be Weaver Harmony. Spot removal. Take action. Kamis. More Kamis. The Kami Menace. Junji Midnight Sky. Overwhelmed Oddity. Actually, not bad. No attacks. Soul Transfer, you're going to exile him. No blocks. Ranger class. That Junji is going to get me unless I hit a Inscription of Abundance. That Junji is going to get me good. Like, well, he can already activate Hive, so he's got me anyways. Terrible matchup, yeah. Really, really fucking harsh matchup early on. Alright, let's run one more. Gaming with Flynn, I see you, bro. Don't think I don't see you, bro. Actually pretty good. Opponent goes first. I don't like that, but man. So layer the Hydra out the gate. Alright, Shigeki. He's probably going to blast him. Oh, it's dragons. Huh. Kodama. So let's do that. Let's do Shigeki. Weaver Harmony. Demon Bolt, maybe? Expressive Iteration to a Demon Bolt and a double Demon Bolt. No. Probably not. Unnatural Growth, so let's put down that. Kodama. Hit. Poof, puff. There you go. Alright, what are we looking at here? He has not played anything yet. Is he trying to hit me with the... There's the burn down the house. Okay, interesting. Rarely anybody ever plays that. Let's do Kodama the West Tree. Okay. There we go. What are you building to here, guy? Another Foretell. Okay. Counterspell? Probably a counterspell. Probably saw it coming. Yep. Tell you what, man, the control meta is serious right now, bro. People just don't want you to have anything. That's the most effective way of winning this game right now, is just fucking the nope out. My turn. Boseiju who endures. Hullbreaker, very nice. Yep, that's just the nope out right there, boys. That's just the nope ring. I'm getting hit with nothing but fucking control here, dudes. Nothing but fucking control. My turn. Let's do that. Let's do this. The lobster. Let's see what he's got. Memory Deluge. Turn target non-land to its owner's hand. Okay. Hullbreaker's really is way too powerful, to be perfectly honest. It really is way too powerful. Oh man, this control meta is why people don't want to play, man. It's not fun. He's gonna have a bounce in his hand. He's gonna have an instant or a bounce, but he's got instant bounce anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, Prismari, good game. I'm not dealing with this shit. I'm not dealing with that shit. Terrible fucking matchup. All fucking night. Death Legion, how you doing, man? And there goes my dreams of Mythic. Up in smoke. One more, we'll try to gain it back, and if I don't win this, I ain't going for Mythic anymore. Last game of the night, boys. You have one, basically, the problem I see with Hullbreaker is you basically have one chance to get rid of it. If you don't get rid of it when they're all tapped out, or if they don't play it when they're all tapped out, it's invincible. It's never going away. Hey, thank you, man. Yeah, these control players, bro. I'm about tired of them. I'm really tired of the control game. I would say it's the main reason people. I would say it's the main reason people leave the game. Tomorrow is. Well, today, right now, after midnight. It's the last day of the season. Death Legion, how you doing, man? You just coming off random, or you know me from the YouTubes? Old Growth Troll. Do that. Let's do Kodama of the West Tree. No attacks. He's got snow on there. Hey, well, thank you for coming by, man. Blizzard Brawl, very nice. So he's going to kill himself just to be able to do that. Interesting. Okay, so let's put down that. Let's do that. Thank you for subscribing with Prime, Death Legion. Welcome to the show. Alright, we should be able to get Shigeki out and Kodama. Overwhelmed Oddity. Look at that guy. He's going to swing in. No blocks. I'll take it. Alright. Kami of Transience. Actually, you know what? Let's try this. Old Growth Troll, interesting. No blocks. Alright. Alright, let's do Kami of the West Tree. Return to your hand. Play a land card. Let's push. Let's put Kami of Transience out. Perudado subscribe with Prime. Thank you. We are actually close to a hype train. Believe it or not. Puff, puff, puff. Alright. Resolve. And turn. Think we might have outgunned this guy. Invoke the Ancients. He can only do 12, so all I gotta do is block. Generous Visitor. Let's activate Lair. Do we want to activate Lair? Let's do cancel that. Let's do... What could we do here? Return and channel. Really, wow, how you doing? Or we could run the Lair back. Let's receive and wait for Lair. Oh yeah, the evolution is going to get me there. Dr. Don giving 100 bits and activating the hype train. He's going to swing in. We're going to activate the 5 layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. Look at that. $5 from Dr. Don. So that's gonna be the 10 drop right there, and I'm gonna take 10 and I can hit him for 5 if I hold the rest out. Okay, so we'll do that. Boof, boof, boof. I hold him for 2. You got no chance, buddy. Thank you. Ooh, look at that. Right as the hype train goes off, we squeak our way back in. Mono green versus mono green. My forest, it turns out, was bigger and leafier. All right. Everwald and Evo, but he forgot about my big blocker there. My big block boy. Yes, you can gift anything over $1, Or you can sub with Prime or sub with anything that you want, or gift some subs right now and it will activate the hype train. You'll get exclusive timed emotes. And you'll get the hype train conductor thing. The bits emoji for hype train conductor is still out there. We're going to leave it right there for now, boys. I'm going to wrap it up. We're going to get to the shakedown breakdown here in 2 minutes. But thank you for sticking by me on this one. We had a rough ride with this one, but I think we've landed it, guys. I think against just control decks, it's really bad, but I still think it's a fun mono green, and we do have the evolution to get you through the midweek magic on the edge alternate version of this. So you can kind of run 2 different versions of this mono green type thing, which is pretty good. So until next time, guys, I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye.